Hello, good morning. In this year's BEC, in the subject of mathematics, this is question 1A. BEC, in short, is the Basic Education Certificate Examination. BEC is a standard exams conducted by the West African Examination Council, WAEC. WAEC is the official independent assessment body responsible for satisfying students at the end of their basic school journey. So the grades a student achieves on this WAEC exam determine their placement into senior high schools, senior high technical schools, and vocational schools. Good. So this year, this was their question 1. A, let's begin with the A, then we'll go to the B. Question 1A says that, given that K is equals to 1, 2, 3, up to 11, students were asked to list the prime numbers within this K. They are not supposed to list numbers outside. So in other words, K is the universal set. So they are not supposed to list the prime numbers outside the K. So let's begin. Let's go to the II. This is I. I say they should list the prime numbers in K. Then II says find the probability that a number selected at random from the set K is not a prime number. Good. So let's begin. So first of all, students are supposed to list, to start 1A, prime numbers. Because it is a set, you put it in a curly bracket. Prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. You don't go outside 11. You are done with question 1A. Question 1AI. Let's go to AII. AII. Numbers that are not prime. Numbers that are not prime. This will be equal to, because it is a set, we put it in the curly bracket. So that is, the universal set is 1 to 11. So 1 is not a prime number. 4 is not a prime number. 6 is not a prime number. 8 is not a prime number. 9 is not a prime number. And 10 is not a prime number. Good. So we are finding the probability. We are finding the probability of numbers that are not prime. And in probability, let's find the numbers, the number of numbers that are not prime. So I will say number of not prime numbers. number of not prime numbers. This will be equal to 6. We count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are 6 in number. Good. Then the total number of k, the set k, the total number of the set k, which is here, the total number of set k, 1 to 11. So if you count from 1 to 11, there are also 11 numbers. So number of k also equals to 11. Now, probability, let me write it short, probability of numbers not prime. Probability of numbers not prime. Not prime. Not prime equal to 6 over 11. Probability of numbers not prime equals to 6 over 11. This is question 1A. Let's continue to question 1B. Question 1B states that factorize completely, and the expression is there. Mathematically, these are two binomials. We have two mathematical expressions separated by a negative sign. So there are two terms in this binomial. A binomial is an expression comprising of two terms. So I can see from here to here is one term, and then separated by this negative, and from here to here is another term. So once you have been asked to factorize, it means we can look here, we can look on our right hand side, there is something common to both sides of the expression. And if you look carefully, you can see x plus y and x plus y here. So you factorize it out, leaving the rest. So this, you continue x plus y out, then bracket open. If I factorize x plus y out, I'll be left with 2m minus n. And if I factorize xy out, I'll be left with minus m here. So negative minus m. So you close bracket. I can see that 2m minus m will work. I group like terms first. So x plus y, bracket close. I'll group like terms. I'll have 2m minus m minus n, bracket close. So 2m minus m will give me 1m. So x plus y, bracket close, bracket open, m minus n. This is your answer. In question 1C, the question says that a typist charges 68 Ghana cedis for the first 8 sheets type. And 11 Ghana cedis for each additional sheet. Calculate the amount earned if the typist type a total of 35 sheets. Good. On this note, the typist first 8 sheets. The typist charges 68 Ghana cedis. Then after that, the typist decide to charge 11 cedis. So for us to know the number of sheets and the total sheets she typed were 35. So for us to know the 11 Ghana cedis sheets, it will be the total 35 minus the 8 sheets. This will give us 27 sheets. Now, we now multiply this 27 by the 11 so that we know how much the typist charge. So this will be 11 Ghana cedis times 27. Please, in the examination, when you are dealing with any currency, make sure you move with it. Move with it. Other than that, if you drop it and at the final answer, you did not add the currency to your calculation, your answer is wrong. For instance, if you multiply 11 by 27, you are going to get 297 Ghana cedis. So if you don't bring the Ghana cedi and you just write 297, your answer, your final answer is wrong. But more times, you will be demanded to show evidence. Evidence is that I can't just sit down and say 11 times because in the basic school, students are not allowed to use calculators. So once you are not allowed to use a calculator, you are required to do some rough work. So you are advised that I will always advise my students to do the rough work just by your work. So this is my answer booklet. This is my work. So in order to show evidence that yes, I did the work, I will do my 27 here times 11. So 1 times 7, 1 times 2, 1 times 7, 1 times 2. So I come 7, 2 plus 7, 9, and 2. So this is my evidence that I did the work. So you now add your Ghana cedis to it. You now add your Ghana cedis to it. Good. So this is the amount when she started charging 11 Ghana cedis. But we were asked to find the amount earned. But already she earned some 68 Ghana cedis. So we now add the 68 to this amount. 8 sheets were typed for 68 cedis. So 27 sheets were typed for 11 cedis, and we calculated, we got the final amount to be 297. So amount earned will be equal to 68 Ghana cedis plus 297 Ghana cedis. Good. Talking about evidence, let me come again to on the right hand side of my answer booklet to say 297 plus 68. When I add this to this, I will get 15. I put 5. Carry 1. Add the 1 here to make 10. Add the 1 to 9 to make 10. 10 plus 6, 16. I put 6. Carry 1. Add the 1 to 2 to make it 3. Good. So my final answer is going to be 365 Ghana cedis. Please always add the pesos because we use pesos. So always add the pesos. Do not leave it at 365. Leave it at 365.00 to cater for the Ghana pesos. That is question 1C, and that is the end of question 1. So ask yourself, if you were part of these students, will you be able to solve this question?